You saying that you didn't have the table? It wasn't part of the thing.
No.
Oh, I was talking about the big table. Because I got that lunch.
Oh
yeah, I got the lunch table in my room too.
Yeah.
But dude, we're back, dude. Out of Reese's is back. Well, I've been on a 5-month hiatus or 6 months or some shit. I think May was my last episode.
Yeah, and we definitely overdue for another one. It's been a minute.
Dude, it's been a fat minute. Welcome back, everybody, to Out of Reese's podcast. I'm your host, Reese Shalvis, and joining me today, we got Chocolate Wafer, and we got Royal T.
What's up?
That's good.
We're actually out here in we're out at Wafers right now. We're out in his studio.
Young Fly Studios.
The Young Fly Studio, dude. It's pretty sick here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be back shooting a podcast. I'm feeling a little rusty with my speaking because it's been a minute, but
hey, it's been even longer for us.
Hey,
facts, man.
So, what you guys been up to? What's been going on in your guys' lives?
Shit, just growing at this point, honestly. Like we're like you said, we're on that solo oasis, so just trying to figure life out, and life obviously gives us lemons. Like I say it all the time.
Yeah.
We not gonna make strawberry juice out of it. We gotta make lemonade.
Dude, let me say something about that lemonade though for a minute. See, I've recently started liking actually just eating lemon slices, dude. Like you don't even need the sugar, bro.
Yeah,
you just eat that shit raw, bro.
I used to do
You know what I'm saying?
I used to do that all the time. Like I'll get some lemon, cut it up, and then I'll maybe I'll throw some salt on it, make it even more sour. But even then, like the lemon alone is just like, when life hands you lemons, you got to do something with it. You're not going to turn it into something
Sure,
else.
that's a metaphor for something. You're
yeah.
just eating the lemon slice, right?
Facts. There's got to be
I think y'all crazy.
I
I ain't do that. No.
Dude,
if I'm sick, I'll have the lemon and the salt to help with my immune system, but not just regular, just for leisure.
Yeah.
Dude, it just kind of smacks. I don't know.
You got to just try it. Just one day, go to the kitchen, cut up some lemon, bro. Throw a little salt on it, bro. I'm telling you, life changed.
Dude, a few months ago.
It could be a good chaser for a shot. That's why I another thing. But just for leisure, just just because you like the taste.
Don't knock it till you try it, bro. A few months back, okay, I ate my first whole lemon. I didn't stop. I just ate the whole lemon. My mouth was absolutely hurting after that.
You've also ate a ghost pepper,
but that shit was good. It's hurting, but it was good.
You've also ate a ghost pepper.
You saying that's making my mouth so watery? Like I'm just lemon.
Dude, right? No, I'm
the
saying
wateriness. Because when you eat a lemon, bro, and you put salt on it, it makes your mouth so watery because of the acidic of just being so acidic.
I know it's good for you. It's definitely good for you.
That's probably. I mean, that's probably why. I've always been seeing it as a child because it is. I guess it's definitely good for you.
Yeah, I just know. Yeah.
Dude, lemon's great, dude. I love it. I could just eat that shit, dude.
What about limes?
Limes are a little different.
You discriminate?
I ate a full lime around that time. I ate a lemon, and it didn't smack the same. The lemon was still good, or the lime was still good, but it's just different.
For me,
what about a lemon and a lime together, like a Sprite natural combination?
See, I don't like Sprite, but lemon and lime together.
I don't drink soda.
See, I quit soda too. Actually, I don't really drink soda.
I haven't drank soda in a year.
In a whole year?
Yeah, I accidentally slipped up. I slipped up a year ago. I drank something. I thought it was the Hawaiian Punch stuff, but really it was that Hawaiian Punch soda.
Oh yeah.
I got screwed.
Oh,
yeah, I've mostly quit soda. I'll occasionally be like, all right, a ginger ale, whatever. But now, dude, soda's gross now. Ever since I quit, it's like Dr. Pepper Dr. Pepper was my favorite. You saw me back in the day buying cases and cases of Dr. Pepper. Dude, that shit, it just doesn't taste good anymore. Coke doesn't taste good. I don't know. I
still like Sprite. I've always liked Sprite, and I don't have a bias towards soda, but sugary drinks. It's you're drinking juice and you're drinking just as much sugar and all this stuff, but people want to hate soda just because it's carbonated.
Facts. That's why I could drink for me, I don't drink soda not because of the sugar and stuff like that, because I don't drink soda because of the sugar and stuff like that. Carbonation has nothing to do with it. Only because I can chug a fucking a bubbly. Shouts out to Bubbly. This is not a sponsor, but you can sponsor it if you want to. But yeah, I can chug a bubbly.
Always looking.
I can chug a bubbly. I can chug any type of sparkling water, but soda, bro, even though it has the same carbonation or probably even a little bit less, I can't.
Well, the thing with soda, I think the problem is, at least this is my problem with it, is the corn syrup.
Yeah, I think that's my problem too.
Yeah, the syrup, I could definitely tell.
Because if say a lemonade, I mean that has sugar in it, it's definitely sugary, but I feel like that's a lot better than corn syrup drink.
I feel like if you buy them from the grocery store, they're low-key the same thing.
Facts. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if you're making your own like type of juice and whatever, then all right, that's a natural source. But if you buy that stuff just off the shelf, it's the same thing. Like you're just looking the same stuff.
I actually got this app.
Everything.
I got this app. You scan the barcodes and it tells you exactly what you're.
Did Christian send you that?
Yeah, Christian.
Yeah, he sent me the same thing. I was like, oh, yo,
he's like,
it's a game changer.
It is, bro. It's like, bro, this
I
shit
still haven't
causes
used it,
cancer.
though.
I'm like, all right, I don't want that shit. Like what?
Yeah.
I mean, most of the stuff here in the U.S. kind of causes cancer.
I mean,
No,
Even half of the people.
shit. Breathing Utah air is damn near cancerous.
It's like smoking cigarettes every
Dude.
day, which is cancerous.
Although lately we've had some pretty clean air.
Well,
been
it's a
lot
lot of
better.
rain.
Yeah, we've been
snow
getting a lot of
season's
rain.
coming up quicker than before. It's definitely coming up quicker
It's
than
been a
before.
really wet season. We've
Yeah.
gotten so much snow, so much rain. I'm excited to see what this winter brings because I love.
I'm
I mean,
not.
I'm an all seasons kind of guy, dude. I like all seasons. For different reasons though. I like fall, winter, spring,
You
summer.
see, I'm the only one wearing a jacket right now.
Oh, I was gonna wear my
I hate
jacket
the
for this,
cold.
but I
I
forgot.
mean,
But-
I had it 80 degrees in here before you guys got here.
I walked in. I was like,
Yeah.
shit, this place is hot.
Yeah. That's from what we cooking up. That's on the mic right there.
Yes.
That's just foaming off the mic right there.
Yeah, dude. It's been so. What you guys been doing for the last like 6 months since we last really spoke?
6 months. Damn, that was a long time.
Dude, I can't believe it. Time is weird, right? Because like the last 6 months, I'm like, yeah, that kind of flew by, and I'm like, wait, no, it didn't. There's a lot of shit that I
It's
did.
happened in the past.
It's like it feels like a whole ass year in the last 6 months, but also like it was only a month. I don't know. It's just time is so weird. Like I just don't.
Yeah.
I try not to look at it, very linearly like that anymore. But
I mean, I'd say for myself, these past 6 months have been pretty crazy, and like I'm pretty sure like all three of us, just from like what we've talked about behind the scenes, is like life has been pretty crazy these past few months. Like, and all of us are going on this. We all literally spoke about going on these spiritual journeys and finding ourselves and learning more about ourselves. Like,
and we all
damn.
came back at the same
Yeah,
time.
all
Like,
came at
hey,
the
yo,
same
we
time.
getting back on this shit. We going
Like,
crazy.
it's time to hit it
2024.
again. It's time to hit it
Man,
again.
life is
Speaking
weird.
about like pretty much 6 months ago exactly, we was on our Utah tour.
Yep, 6 months ago. Was it 6
We was
months?
on
Yeah,
our
6
first
months
one,
ago.
Yeah,
6 months ago, we started our.
What's that date? What
we
was,
was
6
on our
months ago?
first tour, Utah tour.
It was April. When was it? It was
Right.
in April.
I was in Japan.
it was in
That's right. I
April.
couldn't
Yeah.
catch it. I was in Japan.
Yep. It was in April, and it's crazy because right after that tour, we had another one. Like we had the state tour where we did only Utah City tours, and then we did another out of state tour where we hit Vegas, we hit St. George, we hit San Diego, we had Albuquerque on the list, we had Phoenix on the list, Denver, we had all these other cities outside of Salt Lake on the list.
Yeah.
That we're hitting, and then again we're doing it again.
Second tour. Now
Yeah.
it's the third one.
You guys got another one coming up soon.
Yep, another one coming up.
How much detail do you guys got on that? Like how much information can you give out? Right now?
Pretty much a bit of it, quite a bit, because it's coming up pretty soon.
Is that next month?
Starts basically the end of next month.
And
We're
then
gonna
end
be
of
going.
November?
Yeah, well, we're going to San Diego first. We're actually, scratch that. Everything's gonna be in December. We're gonna do it all in 1 week, bro. Yep. Yeah. We're gonna do San Diego on Friday, Vegas on Saturday, St. George on Sunday, and then we'll take a few days off. Hit Salt Lake that following.
So you're ending it with the Salt Lake home,
Yeah,
of course.
Yep.
home concert, home performance.
Yep.
I mean, it's family vacation. We
Yeah,
just, we
it's
just
the
going
winter
on a little
vacation.
I want to come onto that tour with you guys, dude.
You got to.
I at least want to go to the Vegas one and the Salt Lake one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
If you go to Vegas, bro, you gotta come to St. George. It's literally the next day. It's next day, only an hour away from Vegas.
So the Vegas one is on what day of the week?
So Vegas is gonna be on a Saturday.
Saturday and then
S-
Sunday
Saint-
St. George.
yeah,
All right,
Sunday,
fuck it.
yeah,
I'm in, bro. Let's
that's
do
right.
this
Yes,
shit. I'm
sir.
excited.
lock in for the
I
weekend.
haven't. Last time I went to Vegas, I spent too much money.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
That's a common thing.
it left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, shit, I don't want to go
common
back to
thing.
Vegas. Fuck that.
Facts. Vegas is fun though. The city's nice. The people there are nice. It was definitely, when performing there, I'd say it's definitely different from any of the other cities we've been to. definitely
I
different.
think the
Like,
crowd was pretty different too.
I'd say so. Like, I mean, it was a lot more relaxed because
It was
like
a very chill environment.
we
I
were able to
agree.
do more there than we are able to do at a lot of other
Really?
venues. We were able to smoke. There was
Like
a pool
just
table.
less strict rules.
Yeah,
and
less
stuff
strict
like that?
rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, it flowed very well. It was a very nice looking venue too, very
Yeah,
aesthetic.
shout out to Darren Hill for that one. Darnell Houston, that's his name. Darnell Houston. Shout out Darnell Houston for Vegas. He's the one that helped us out in the Vegas show.
And he lives out there and
Yeah,
just
he
helps
lives out in
kind of
Vegas.
organize that. That's
Yep,
that's
yep,
pretty cool.
yep.
Yeah, dude, building those connections, dude. You can. How was the venue? Like, was it like a kind of a, like, where was the venue at? Like, what was it like? 'Cause,
It
I
was
missed
like
that.
it was more of like a North Vegas area. So
Okay.
not too far from the strip. Probably like maybe a 15 minutes from the strip, 10 minutes from the strip.
Yeah, not too far.
And the venue I'd say hold about 100 people, squeezed in tight. 100 people. And then there's also that back room where, like I said, you can relax and stuff. There's a pool table back there.
Same venue this time.
Yeah, we're gonna do the same venue.
Sounds sick.
Like again, like we're gonna keep going with these same people.
Was it like a house that you guys or?
Nah, it's more of like a almost like an office space. That just got like basically
Like a one story.
yeah, a 1-story office space that, like, imagine this room here just with this wall knocked down,
Oh,
and
okay.
maybe this wall knocked down, so we have space for that.
Yeah,
100
yeah,
people yeah.
Dude, I can imagine that. That sounds really cool.
And there's a little stage up there, so you're up above a little bit.
Yeah,
Dude.
and we connect Bluetooth too. We didn't really have too much of a problem
Yeah,
getting the
facts.
music.
Everything was Bluetooth. It was nice.
So the equipment was
venue-
pretty
venue had
simple
to do
then,
it.
pretty easy.
Yeah,
Yep,
he
yep.
told us once and we figured it out.
Facts. He's like, hey, look, just do this, and this. Boom. 5
Yeah.
minutes later, we up and running.
That's the thing is, like, I've been to some of these performances, right? Like let's say like during Storm Tour or even some of your guys' past Young Fly shows and whatnot. It's just there's so much equipment going into it, and then sometimes like how often do you not even need that much? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Just
and-
kind of throw on some Bluetooth speakers and
with the technology nowadays, the more advanced it's getting, like the more wireless that everything is becoming, it'll probably even get to a point where we'll be having the speakers connecting to a mixer that's Bluetooth, and then the microphones be Bluetooth. It'd just be boxes of things everywhere, just nothing.
the
connected
mixer's
to anything.
the mixer's gonna be an app on their phone. And they're just
Facts.
out
Yeah.
mixing away on their phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just gotta solve the latency issue. If we can make that stuff smooth, fast, no latency, then I mean we could do a lot more with
Dude, they're
a
getting-
lot of events and just music performance in general, not even just with us.
I mean that latency is getting pretty good. It's just expensive right now.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
there's a lot of power that goes through with sound equipment. I mean, look at all this right here.
Oh yeah,
These are some thick ass cables right here to get the quality that we need.
And then imagine 5 years from now, all these cables are gonna be 2 times smaller.
It's been about a year
Or
since
not
I
even
bought
there.
all this equipment. Actually, like
Yeah.
that's crazy. Dude, the
But-
last year, dude, it's been almost 2 years since that first storm event we went to.
Yeah.
You guys remember that shit? Damn.
Yeah, it
2
really
years.
has been almost 2 years.
Like that 2 years.
This
in like
April,
4 months, April or March?
Yeah, this April will be 2 years. Cause I remember April 1st is when we first went to LA.
Yeah.
And then like Miami was a couple weeks after that, cause we did LA. Then the next weekend was Phoenix, and the next weekend was Atlanta, and then we hit Miami. So yeah, it was at the end of April.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
And then I fucking went to Minnesota, man, unprepared.
How would you rate this last year though? Just overall. Had some ups and downs. Would you
Me on
say?
a personal level, I'd say this year's been on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna give this year an 8. Why? It's pretty high. I'm gonna give it an 8. The reason I'm gonna say 8 is because I feel like I've learned a lot this year, more than any other year in my life. Like this 1 year, I feel like what I've learned in 1 year is damn near equivalent to what I've learned in the past 22 years before that.
I
'Cause-
kind of feel that.
Yeah, because
I
bro,
feel that.
I feel like I've been through things this year that I thought I'd go through, and then I've overcame those same things, learning how to not get back in those same situations.
Exactly, dude. That's I love that. That's awesome. What about you?
I'd have to say something around the similar lines. I feel like this year has been a lot of personal development, and I definitely have gotten to know myself on a deeper level, different than what I was thinking before. And yeah, it was just through different situations in my life that I didn't think would happen, or different people coming into my life. Just a whole mix, just a whole like storm of like events to now we're here, and I feel like, yeah, I'm really excited for this end of the year. I'm really excited for what we have next, and I feel like that personal development will definitely be on showcase, and y'all will definitely see that shit soon.
You said an 8 too about? Is that what you said?
Oh, I didn't even rate it.
Oh, you
yet.
didn't. I thought I heard you say 8 for some reason.
I'm gonna rate it 23 because it's that Jordan year.
23 out of
Next year about to be Kobe, so
23.
we better put more points up.
23 out of what though? Like 23 out of 25, 23 out of 30, out of
23 out of 100.
100.
Oh,
23 out of 100.
sheesh.
That's a bad
Sheesh.
year. Like,
all right.
I say 23 out of 25. So
Hey,
okay,
so
yep,
about the same
about the
range.
same,
I
about
would
the
say.
same, about the
That's
same.
cool. Yeah, dude, I kind of feel that. I would say like this year's just been so big for learning and just growth. 23 was like, okay, first off, let me say this. I hate the number 23. Like 23, I don't know. Like I didn't even want to turn 23. I just got something against it. It just doesn't seem like a good luck number.
Like,
And
yeah, it's cool from Jordan, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
yeah, no, yeah, but like I don't like it because like I don't know, it just seems like such an awkward age to be at. It seems like such a weird year to be turning, you know what I mean? And
I think it's a lot of change. And low-key,
Yeah.
if you like the angel number shit, it's the 2 + 3 = 5, which that is a number of change.
really,
And you know what's crazy is like I was mentioning this to T a couple of days ago. Like I had this conversation with a friend. You know Bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a conversation with Bass and like a while ago before I even turned 23. Like, yo, what was it like being 23? He even said it straight up. He's like, bro, 23 is gonna be your craziest year. You're gonna go through so much bullshit that you
toughest.
never thought you would ever go through.
Sheesh.
Life's gonna hit you hard. And I'm thinking like he's trying to scare me or and all some shit.
Yeah.
Like just tell me some bullshit. But nah, like that's really what it is. Like when you turn 23, life just hits.
Dude,
So
right.
those who are not 23 yet, enjoy life right now. Because when you turn 23, you may think you may be one of those people it's not gonna happen to. But ask anyone who's turned 23, especially as a male. As a male, it just life hits hard when you turn 23.
That's how you know we just been on the move, on the go. Because you're like, oh, we just recently had the conversation. That was a couple months ago.
Facts.
And I really seen how that shit really happened, too. Went through a lot of that shit. So, yeah.
dude, that's crazy. Yeah, it's just. Anyways, I would say this whole last year, just overall, you know, I think I'd give it probably a 9. I think I'm at a 9.
It's
out of
wild.
10.
Through all that, like, struggle, toughness, and all this, we all give it high scores.
Yeah, and you would think that with the stuff that we've been through, you would think
Yeah.
that we were gonna give it like a 5 or anything lower than that, just because like some people they don't have that mental capacity to be able to like look at things like what we're going through and what we've been through and just be like, you know, this is a lesson. Not a burden. This is a lesson. This
Right.
isn't something that's gonna hinder me for the rest of my life. This is something that's gonna help me grow for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though about this year is like giving it a 9 and whatnot, right? Out of all my struggles that I have been through this year specifically, I would say the biggest thing that has had an impact on me, surprisingly, wasn't necessarily one of the struggles. I would say it was my trip to Japan.
Your trip to Japan?
Well, probably had the biggest impact on my life.
I mean,
like
that's
me.
like a shell shocker right there. You pretty much see like a different type of people operating in full big ass
Completely
cities,
different
society,
society,
just
yeah.
different rules, different norms, different way of life.
It was so
Bless you.
it was super eye opening. Like it really shifted my perspective on life in general.
How
And
was Japan? Like tell us about it.
Yeah, describe
it
it.
was crazy. It was so fun. It was literally the best trip I've ever been on. And now I'm like trying to move there.
I feel
I'm
like
trying to move there.
I'm not gonna spill too many beans, but there'll be a show eventually coming up soon in Japan. I'm not gonna say with who or
Soon. What do you mean by soon?
I'm saying like the upcoming year there's gonna be a show in Japan.
yeah, time
And,
moves fast.
Maybe it lines up. I move out there.
Yeah,
You guys
then
got that
we
show.
got- yeah, it might be. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Hey, don't say too much. Don't say too much.
Hey. But yeah, dude, Japan. I mean, I actually got really sick in Japan, which sucked. It was like day 4 we were there, and we'd gone to this small, like kind of smaller seaside town called Ito. And Ito, it's not a touristy city. It's just we wanted to visit there, and suddenly that first night we get there, it was probably 11 at night, and I was just like getting chills. My body was aching. I was like, man, I think I'm just gonna go straight to bed. All night, dude, sweats, like cold sweats, chills, the worst body aches, the worst headache I've ever experienced in my life. I was like, is this COVID or what the hell did I just get, right? And then I was out for 2 days. We were only in Ito for 2 days, and I was completely out in bedridden for 2 days. And I was like, I can't believe I miss Ito. It's such a cool city. I didn't get to actually explore it.
Is it more of like a small town, like one of those things you see on like on the internet where there's people like like locals selling local things and stuff like that?
I don't know if it was that small. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was that small. It's still kind of
Still a lot of commercial stuff.
still commercial stuff. But just not tourist. It wasn't really that touristy at all, really.
I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I was sad that I missed that because it was such a beautiful city. And as we were driving, basically that last day I was like, I'm getting better today. There's no other choice. I'm getting better.
He just mentally
I was literally I was like,
I
screw it. So I just rested really hard for 2 days.
Really
the next
hard.
day I was basically better. I mean, I still had a cough and I still a little bit of body aches, but it was like within those 2 days I literally could not get out of bed. The only time I could get out of bed was to go die in the bathtub, basically. Which their bathrooms are really cool, by the way. But
do they have the
bidets?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So they do most toilets, like
Dirty ass
99% of your toilets have a bidet. The showering and the bath is actually in a separate room from the bathroom. And from the toilet room, and so
so
they
you don't have to worry about that shit fucking up your shower.
No, not at all. And they have like a little seat, so like the whole bathroom is basically the entire shower room, basically. So like they usually have a tub, but also on the floor, that's meant to shower on the floor, not in the bathtub.
What?
And so like you'll be sitting on this little chair, maybe in front of a mirror or something, and you'll have a little bucket, and you'll have a shower head that you can like mount up for a shower, or you can fill up the bucket, dump it over yourself, or just fill up the bathtub and get in the bathtub as like regular. But yeah, there's a drain on the floor. You just shower on the ground, like, or just bathe on the ground in the chair. You can, I don't know, it's super cool though. I really want to make, like, when I buy my own house, and like I'm gonna model it to be like Japanese style.
That was the
That'd be
ideal
fire.
way.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so much nicer than how we have it here.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, we some dirty ass Americans.
No,
we
for
ain't
real.
even got no days.
But yeah, dude, it was like, because there was so much leading up to my trip in Japan, like so many mental things and personal things in my life, that everything was just falling into place as Japan got closer and closer to the trip, right? And when I was finally there, it's like, all right, what does this all mean, right? Does this even mean anything? And I was just going on this crazy, like, own mental trip of just like really just discovering more about myself. Ultimately, I mean, I discovered about their culture. I fell in love with their culture and everything, but the trip, I learned more about myself more than anything, and that's where my reality and my perspective on life changed and shifted to what it is now. And it's given me a much greater appreciation towards life and my own life as well. And I don't know, it was just, it was crazy. It was the trip. It was the trip of my life that I've,
Yeah, I mean, I to key on to one thing that you said, like, I really feel like this year for a lot of people has been like about personal growth and personal development, because like, even on the outside looking in at other people, I don't know what they're going through. I don't know what they're doing in life, but just looking, I can see the development in a lot of different people. Even like as artists, like just think about like the way we were making music and stuff, and like the way you were doing podcasts just a year ago. Think about that alone versus how we do things now. Like the personal development, the personal growth, how we attack things, and how we coming into the game with a whole new. It's not even a whole new game plan. I feel like we're still on plan A.
It's just more efficient.
Yeah, it's just a little bit more efficient. Like we're getting more.
It's like we've done it a couple more
yeah.
times, more repetitions. We know how to do this. We know how this workout goes.
So we changed up what we were doing before, because we were like, all right, that's not working maybe, so we're gonna do it like this. And honestly, like, since I haven't done this podcast, I was actually kind of nervous going into this episode a little bit, just because I was like, I'm not quite feeling it right now, because I haven't been in the game for so long.
And that's how I've been feeling with the music.
Yeah.
Like, T's been trying to get me to record music
Yes,
for the past 5-6 months, but it's just like I be getting that urge of like, I want to, but then I tell him no. But then like a few times, like we just freestyle, and it's like I inside I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But then when I get there, I'm just like, all right, I know, what not to do. I know what to do. I know how to,
Right. No. Yeah.
hop on.
I'm a little impressed though, cause like I feel like hopping back on suddenly it's like kind of just natural.
It's just
again.
it's natural.
It's just like
it's
you're
natural
back
instinct.
into it.
Yep.
So, but yeah. So I want to ask you guys, since this year has been nothing but change and struggles and everything that we've all gone through, during your guys' hardest moments this year, what got you guys through it? What got you guys through to the end?
I feel like everybody has like an individual like vision, dream, like whatever you call it. And I feel like if you allow yourself to actually believe it and actually like put action towards it, that those visions and that stuff that you place that was started out in your mind will eventually start coming to your reality. You'll start to see that and you'll start to build more confidence in it. And that's what I feel like that's what I'm realizing.
I say for me, what's been keeping me going is just like realizing, like I've had to look at myself in the mirror multiple times this year and like tell myself, the things you're going through is very temporary. Life is very short. Like some people are living to 105 years old, but if you think about it, that's not that long. Like that's really not that long. We're in the year 2023. If you minus 100 years from that, that's what, 1923. That's not that far. That's not that long ago. And there's a few years before that. So basically, like what's been keeping me going is realizing that for one, life is short. So I can't, sit here and waste too much time being sad or upset about the things that I'm going through. And I also had to realize that, again, like that conversation I had with Bass always clicks. It's just like, this is just a time period in my life where life just hits the hardest, and like I'm gonna get through it no matter what. Because if my friends are going through some shit and they're way older than me, and they like made it to their 30s and shit like that, if they're able to tell me like, yeah, when I was 23, life was the worst, and like they're in their 30s now, I know personally, like, if they can do it, I can too. No matter what it is, whether it was worse than mine's or mine's worse than theirs, whatever it is, I know I know I can get through it. And also another thing that has been pushing me a lot more is ever since I've had a son, like it just been pushing me, like having him in the back of my mind, whether he's physically here with me or not. Having him in the back of my mind always pushes me to be like, I don't want him to grow up how I did. I ain't grow up bad, I ain't grow up wrong. I had very good parents and stuff like that, even though they weren't together, and they did what they could do for me. But like there was some things as a kid that I personally, like, even throughout this year, I've learned about myself that like I wish I learned about myself when I was a younger age. So like, having him in the back of my mind just gets that in my place of like, look, I want him to be able to, speak his opinion when he's young, be able to do these different things, and, just be able to be a kid be able to be a kid as a kid. So, having him in the back of my mind on top of like knowing that, whatever I'm going through, somebody else is either going through it right the same way, worse, or even a little bit better. So having that all just definitely like it pushes me to like, just keep going, like shit. And like I told you guys, man, I feel like 2024 is about to be pretty crazy for all of us, man. I feel like life has just been hitting and been really compact and like pushing down on us hard, because diamonds are built under what? Pressure, man. Diamonds are built under pressure. Well, what can we do? What can we come out of with all the pressure that's on our shoulders? Like, are we gonna sit here and break and not be able to take the pressure and not turn into a diamond and just break down like coal and provide the warmth for others? Or are we gonna shine like the diamonds that we are?
Yeah, what you said about time, just how time is just so fast. Like, 100 years just is not a long time. That's one thing that I personally I've had to remind myself about that idea, because it's like, dude, because we break down our life by days and years usually, right? Days, months, and years. And so usually it's like, I got tomorrow, but it's like, no, there is no tomorrow, because time is still moving right now.
Yeah,
time doesn't stop for a day and then like, it's just time.
It's not a video game. You're not gonna press pause and come back and it'll still be there.
Right? No, it's just time is
time
keeps
is just
going.
time because we agree that it's that time. Who knows what the fuck it really is?
Facts.
We just moving on a rock going around a ball of fire.
Exactly.
And we just count that shit.
Exactly, dude. And so I've had to like have so many moments with myself where I like will tell myself late at night, early in the morning, middle of the day, I'm just like, bro, get on it, dude. You time is going. Time is moving. You can't stop it.
Yeah,
And
no stopping.
I'd say that was one half that kept me going, and the other half was I just kept envisioning my future self. Like, this is who I want to be in the future, so I got to do this. And I'm not going to reach that if I'm letting time stop me, if I'm letting insecurity stop me, if I'm letting, whatever struggles I'm going through, whatever mental things I'm going through, if I let that stop me,
your future self starts to fade away.
Exactly.
More.
And
I feel like that's what faith is. And when you actually have faith to see your future self as not the person you are, as a better version, I feel like that allows you to have the confidence to really move yourself to that. To really become that.
I actually had a crazy experience the other day. Because you mentioned your son, right? How you're thinking about your son, whether he's here physically with you or mentally. I was on my run, because I in the last month I've gotten really heavily into running now. About 2-3 days ago, I was going on my run, and as I was coming around, from the park onto my street, I was completely dead. Like, I was so dead, and I was like, I want to stop. Maybe I'll just walk the rest of the way. And out of nowhere, this is the first time this has ever happened to me. The vision of my future son, who's not even born yet. I don't even have a girlfriend, a wife, or anything.
My godson.
A very, very distant future son was cheering me on. Was like, "Come on, Dad, like."
And that's literally how it is. That's
and
how it is.
Hearing my future son, who's not even born yet, cheering me on, I had the energy and the motivation. I just kept going. I kept pushing myself because I knew they're cheering me on because in the end, it's gonna make me a better father, a better husband, better family member, better brother, a better friend. And so I kept pushing myself, and I made it home.
That marathon had to continue.
And I literally like texted my brother, because me and my brother have talked about this kind of shit a lot. And so I was like, dude, I gotta tell you what just happened. This was insane. Like, it was so vivid in my mind of just his voice, what he looked like. I was like, it just was right there in my mind.
That's
so
your third
weird.
eye opening right there.
Reese, make sure you're wearing a rubber, bro. You can listen to one of our new tracks, Pop a Pill. If you're trying to have some advice.
That same night, I had a dream that suddenly I had like a 4-year-old son from some girl, right, from years ago, that was like, yeah, we actually had a kid a while back.
Hopefully
I just
it's
didn't
not
tell
one
you
of the
till now.
crazy ones.
I was like, oh shit, I got a son.
He starts checking his phone. He's like, hold on now. This better be a dream. This better be a dream.
Oh, nah.
I was like, oh shit, I'm not ready, but all right, let's do this. Hello, son.
I feel like a lot of people are scared of it, but I mean, I can't speak from my personal experience, but the people around me who have gone through that experience, who become fathers, like you, it's like they've leveled up in their life. They become more mature. They become better people.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I feel like kids really do inspire us to become better and really do kind of ground us in a sense to what really matters.
Here's what I've heard. I've heard, and I'm sure maybe you could speak on this, but I've heard, like, as soon as you hear the words, like, I'm pregnant, you're like, oh, fuck. Right? You're like, shit. All right, what are we going to do? So building up to over those next 9 months, it's probably like you're nervous, you're scared, you're like, oh, shit. And then as soon as they're born, there's just a switch in your mind where you're like, all right, time to take care of this child.
Oh, yeah.
Time to get on my shit because I need to give this child a life. Like, there's just something, just some drive and switch. Is that true?
Right?
I've heard that.
I'm going to tell you straight up.
Yeah.
Literally. I remember this day like it was no other. Me and my son's mom, we joke about this all the time. The day she told me she was pregnant, I swear to God, you would have never thought that's what she was telling me. Literally, I get off of work, I get home, she's like, oh my God, babe, these people are over here doing this and that. We got to go fight these people, this and that. I'm like, fuck, I just got off of work, but all right, it's time to get active. I get dressed and shit like that. And then she's like, I'll drive because, like, I know where they're at. So we going to take care of this. I'm like, all right, let's bet. I'm in the car, I'm in the seat, adrenaline's running. I'm like, yeah, we get to this view. I'm like, I see cars. So I'm like, oh yeah, we about to get active. We about to get active. But really, like, she just was like,
Yo, that's what you got you.
bro, she got me. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I was dressed in all black. I had a Scully, had a beanie. I was ready, bro. I had gloves.
Bro, about to pull
Yeah, I was ready for whatever's about to come. But like,
black hat.
she, literally, black man, black gloves, and a black hat. That was me. But nah, she literally when we got to the view, she was like, nah, I was just kidding. I just wanted to let you know and tell you I'm pregnant. And I was like, wait, what? And like, at first it was a freak out. Like I freaked out and I was like, whoa, you're pregnant? Fuck, what am I gonna do? I'm not ready. You know, we're both working, we're young as shit, this is and that. But then like the excitement came and then like, you know, I realized like anytime throughout her whole pregnancy, I realized anytime that there was worry on my face, there was worry on her face. And my thing was I always wanted her to be happy regardless of the situation and regardless of how I felt. Because like, you know, they say whenever the mother's happy, the baby comes out a happy baby. So that was what I did as a father, is just trying to make sure she was happy the whole way. And through the whole way, like I'm just trying to figure this all out as we're going. Like we're the whole way figuring it all out. And like there was moments where I felt like, you know, I don't think I could do this. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. And the moment I'm telling you, the moment he came out, I was such in shock. Like a lot of dads would be like, yeah, I cried, this is and that. Me, I couldn't cry. I was in shock. I was like, whoa. Because for one, it happened fast.
Right.
And then for two, like, I was just like, this is real. And then when I held him and she was asleep, that's when my moment hit. Like, I like dropped tears and I was crying. I was just like, damn, this is real. Like, I'm a dad now. And then like, as the years go on and as he's growing, I started to see like, you know, for one, that's when I held him and I saw him for the first time, that switch did flip. And then immediately, like I stopped smoking for like what, a year and a half.
Yeah,
stopped smoking for a year and a
time.
half, like straight cold turkey. Like
No drinking too.
No drinking either.
No
And mind you,
drinking.
I've been smoking and drinking since I was 12 years old. And out of nowhere, when I turned 21, I just stopped smoking and drinking. Like a switch just
That's
flipped.
crazy.
And I went a whole year and a half without doing all that stuff. And
Both y'all used to bring like Jack bottles over
yeah,
to
me.
my parents'
We
house.
used to go to
Like, in
Tyler's
the
house and just
basement.
be chugging like big old bottles of alcohol, like just chugging it like it's nothing, and smoking like it's like literally smoking like it's legal too.
Yeah.
You're getting me excited to have a kid, dude. I want to have a kid now, dude. Like sooner, bro. Like, yo,
I mean-
slide into my Instagram or some shit. Like, let's get
Hey,
this going.
tap in with it, man.
It's
Tap in with it, man.
Instagram. Oh man.
Nah, but like for
You
real,
gonna
like
get trapped.
when when he was born, it was like a switch flipped. And even now to this day, like when I know I'm gonna be with him physically, like I make sure like that switch is still flipped, so that way, like what I mean by that is like, you know, I don't cuss. Like sometimes I'll slip up in here and there. I'll say a cuss word too, but like I'll try to like, you know, use that alternative word that sounds like it, so I don't cuss.
Like a conscious filter.
Yeah, I'll just be a little bit more aware, just because like, you know, again, I don't want him to grow up the same way I did. Not saying that like my parents did a bad job, but I just don't want him, you know, I don't want him cussing at a young age. I don't want him smoking at a young age. I don't want him drinking or things like that. So that switch flipped, and like everything that I was doing that like I had no problem with, like it's not, I'm not saying I have a problem with it now, but it's just like I don't care to do those things.
Especially
like,
around your kids.
Yeah, especially around my son. Like right now, yeah, I smoke on a daily here and there. Sometimes I don't smoke, sometimes I do, and I'll maybe take a drink or two once a month or something like that. But like when I'm with him, bro, I don't need to smoke. I don't need to drink. Those are just little things. And if I do it, I'm with the guys. That's normally the times when I do it. But like with him, literally like having that kid, literally having him flip the switch in my brain. And like a lot of my family members even said it too. They're like, you know, you've matured a little bit. Like you randomly out of nowhere almost, it's like your music has even changed. And I've noticed my music change from working with T a lot. Like I used to listen to, like he's even mentioned to me, like, because I mentioned to him like, oh bro, when you cuss in a song, I know. But like he used to tell me like, bro, you cuss a lot in the song. I listen to my old music and I'd say a lot of bad things. Like explicit is not even a word for me. But now like I got this project coming out in a few days actually, and on that project I got at least half the songs on there. I'm not saying not a lick of cuss words. Like that's how much of a change he's had on my life. Is like there's some songs where I cuss, but it's not like very vulgar, like you know, very aggressive words. This is very simple stuff that maybe
I like that though.
Yeah,
I like that.
And that's the positive I'd say about having a kid, especially as a man. Like there's a lot of things that we do right now that may seem currently immature or, you know, just not what we should be doing, that like, you know, having that kid will make you realize, all right, maybe I shouldn't do this. Yeah, it's cool, it's fine, but I should just, you know, slow down on it at least a little bit.
Right. Yeah, that's totally that's respectable though. The fact you're able to just drop that, just that switch, man. I don't know. I've heard it's a common thing for guys,
and it's crazy because I didn't think it was gonna happen like that. But the moment he was born,
just like bam, there it is. It's gotta be surreal, a weird moment, right? Seeing your
Oh yeah.
Your flesh and blood, dude.
And like as he's getting older too, like I'll look at my baby pictures and then look at him. He looks just like he looks just like me. Even my family, they'll be like, yeah, that's your twin for sure. Like
I was thinking about this literally this morning. Actually, I was like, man, or no, last night. Having a kid is like, it's like this the exact same way you were born and are experiencing life. You've brought that exact same form of life into the world, and now they're experiencing their own exact same thing.
That's what they say.
Different, but exact, same thing. But
that's what they say. Kids are a blessing, man. Blessing in disguise, at least. Definitely a blessing in disguise. Because you never expect it. Like, I didn't... Again, it really is kids are a blessing in disguise. Because, bro, I was prepared to fight somebody that night. I was really prepared to, like... I don't know what...
Prepared to put someone
Bro, I'm saying I was ready to put somebody
He was already in disguise.
Facts, bro.
Ready,
I was ready. But then, like, I was blessed with that sentence there when she said it. It was a blessing, for sure.
And it's kind of wild how we're talking about this when we get hit with big stuff, big intense stuff, but we're like, nah, it's a blessing. It's really a blessing. At first, it might make us freak out, but we're going to realize it in the long run.
Yep. It's all over time. It's like, again, that's that life hands you lemons. What the hell you going to make? You're not going to make no strawberry pineapple juice. You're going to make some real lemonade. You're going to make some lemonade.
Y'all better dice it up.
Dice it up, yo.
Salt, We're going to throw some salt on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't even no sugar on there. Y'all make a face with it, or y'all straight face that shit?
I try to straight face. I try to say.
Sometimes
sometimes that acid is just a little too strong.
Yeah.
Like depending on the lemon, how ripe, and then also I feel like for the lemons, it depends on how ripe is the word ripe.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. It depends on how ripe the lemon is.
Right.
That makes it super sour or not.
I got these lemons from Walmart once, dude. They were sweet. Like they tasted sugary, like they had sugar in them. I don't know if they just genetically modified.
Walmart be on some stuff.
GMO.
Dude, like
they got these huge mangoes recently. I went to the store like a week ago. I'm seeing like mangoes this size. I ain't never seen that stuff over here.
That stuff is actually common in like China and Japan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where because they don't use GMOs, so they actually like they get overgrown plants like naturally because an overgrown plant is a real thing. It's
those things were big.
But like in America, an overgrown plant is not common. Why? Because we GMO the fuck out of everything here in America.
And we don't really have like female plants on the streets like actually giving fruit like in other countries where it's just free reign.
It's
like
all homegrown
natural.
too. All that shit that they're selling on the streets, homegrown, like fresh, homegrown, lacking all they didn't pump it full of steroids or they didn't do all this shit to it. It's just natural, like much more organic than what we got here.
It's definitely different. Like, bro, I know if the way us humans lived today, if we had the resources as far as like food supply that we had before, living the way we live today, I feel like everybody'd be healthy.
Cause there's not as much to adjust to. You're already living a more natural lifestyle back then. Like we just haven't built up as much yet.
There'd be really less health problems.
Facts. I feel like there wouldn't be as many like common diseases, illnesses, or anything like sicknesses or anything like that. I feel like it's just when the human population started to grow. I feel like that's when people started trying to find solutions, and they found these solutions, which it does work. It does help out. For the amount of people we have here on this planet called Earth.
Beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, very beautiful planet. We appreciate you Earthlings for letting us, be here.
Yeah.
Shout out to our ancestors, dude, for summoning us, dude. Like,
facts.
Yeah, it's been great since the day I touched down on this earth.
Facts.
It's been a wild journey, and it's just getting started.
Yeah, that's the crazy part too. Like we just barely got to Earth, and we still got a long way to go.
I said something to my friend today who was going through a hard time, and I was just telling her like, hey, as you reach as you're reaching your current age, it's like your life is just beginning, and it always is beginning because it's always now, right?
Mm-hmm. You're always entering into a new age. You're not really getting older. You're entering a new age. You're kind of getting younger because this is a new experience. It's something you ain't been through before. Facts. You're very immature to that process.
One quote that sits with me the most, like speaking about like on both perspectives of what you guys are saying. Shout out to a lot of shout outs right now from me. Shout out to
we get into those shout outs now
Kung
with
Fu,
that
Kung Fu Panda for this
shout
one.
out.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, shout out to Kung Fu
Hey,
Panda.
shout out to Kung
Master,
Fu,
what's
bro.
that? What's the turtle guy's name? The Master Shifu.
Nah,
No,
that's
no.
the mustache.
Yeah.
one.
Then who's the?
It was,
Nah, that's like the sensei who like passed away.
Yeah, that guy.
yeah.
He said in that movie. He said,
Miyagi.
something like
No,
that.
that's from Karate Kid.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
We
Master.
get too mixed up.
Yeah, but
Oogway.
Master
Master
Oogway.
Oogway.
Yeah, Master Oogway said. He said in Panda in that movie. He said, the past is the past is behind us. We can't go back to it, and the future is unknown, which makes it a gift. It's a surprise for us. And the present it's called the present for a reason, because it's the gift that is given to us now. It's the gift that is given to us
like
now,
that.
and the future is a gift because the future is a surprise. It's a gift that we still have wrapped up, sitting right there, that we're ready to open, but we just can't open it until the time comes.
Damn,
Time to
that's
let it
deep.
unfold.
I gotta rewatch that movie.
Yeah,
now.
bro.
It's been
oh
so
my
long.
God.
It's been so long.
Kung Fu Panda 2, the one where he dies, or is that 2 or 1?
I think it's one.
I thought he dies in one.
Damn,
Yeah.
he died in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he made it past the first movie.
Yeah, he wrote.
I think he it was because
I know, like, we see his face in every one.
Yeah, because he comes back in the second one. I'm pretty sure he comes throughout just the first one and the second one after he dies. I think he comes back in kind of. You see like the leaves kind of form
He's on, like,
together,
some
and he's
Jedi
like
type shit.
hello, like kind of kind
On
of
some,
like the force
Yoda
kind of shit.
type
Yeah.
I mean, the wisdom speaks forever. Wisdom, that's just forever.
It's crazy how they do that too. If you think about it, think about every cartoon movie that has like that one wise guy. Think about what color they are. What color are they?
Wait, repeat that one more time.
In any type of cartoon form of movie, for one, the color, I'll just tell you guys alone, the color green signifies wisdom. So
okay,
the color,
I see where you're getting at.
Yeah,
now. I see what you're getting.
and then if you think about every childhood movie that has somebody that's speaking some facts or some wisdom or preaching to us or teaching us something, think about what color that
Like
character
Yoda.
always. Exactly.
Like Yoda.
Ninja Turtles taught me a lot. All four of them.
Exactly. Ninja Turtles. You got Master
Even the
Oogway.
video games.
Facts. One that gets me the most is freaking, oh man, it was just in my head too. Oh man, I forgot it. But there's one other character that's green, and he just be spitting isms like just crazy.
Hey, what do we got on time?
It's 1:23.
23. All right, we should probably start wrapping this up. But dude, guys, share the announcement for the tour. Like, what are the dates? Like, let's get that.
Oh yeah,
Get the shit out there.
So hey, you heard it first here on Reese Podcast. You also heard it on the Instagrams as well. But this is the first live announcement. We'll be letting you guys know. December 1st, we're coming to San Diego, turning up. The winter vacation starts in San Diego December 1st, and then we're hitting Las Vegas December 2nd, coming to bring some light to the city of lights, the city of sin. We're here to make some noise in the city of sins, and then we're going to the city of saints over in St. George, and we're going to be blessing the city on a Sunday on December 3rd, going crazy. And then, we're going to come back to Salt Lake and bless the city again on December 9th. Big shout out to everybody that's been involved. Shout out to the team for getting us all together. This is all a collective, because honestly this tour wouldn't happen if it wasn't for the whole team overall. We all have our roles and play our parts. So big shout out to the team for that one.
Yeah, Wafer likes to be very grateful and very formal with this. I'm saying this third time. If you didn't like us before, you're not gonna like us this time. Like if you didn't like us before, yeah, you ain't not gonna fuck with us.
Yeah, you're really not gonna like us now. Like if you didn't like us before and you didn't like what we was doing, you're gonna hate what we're doing. You're gonna hate us even more, which is A-okay.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Just like anybody that has hate for Reese, like you were hating on Reese's podcast before, saying whatever the hell you people say. Hey, you hating on it before, you're gonna fucking hate this man now. Watch, because I'm telling you, everything's just gonna be up from here.
It fuels me.
Yeah,
the hate fuels me.
Oh yeah, bro.
We get fueled by two things: love and hate.
It's a balance.
And people think the opposite of love is hate, but no, you're still giving your energy to that person even if you hate them. You're still giving yourself to them even if you hate them.
They're both
It's not the
four-letter
opposite
words.
of love. Really, if you didn't love them, it wouldn't even be in your mind. You would neglect that shit. Wouldn't even be nothing. With no effort put towards it.
On top of their tour, I'm streaming on Twitch again. If you guys want to watch me play games, and also big announcement. I haven't announced it yet until now. November 18th, my birthday. I'm throwing a huge charity stream on Twitch. It's gonna be sick. There's gonna be lots of fun challenges. I got people coming over doing a lot of IRL stuff. It's gonna be an 8-hour charity stream.
Ooh.
But if we raise at least $500, which actually I haven't picked a charity yet. I'm still looking into which charities I want to pick. But if we raise at least $500, it's gonna become a 24-hour stream. And if we raise $1,000, my friend gets to shave my head bald.
Ooh.
So
You better keep the beard,
Yeah,
right?
you gotta
Oh,
keep the
dude, I'm
beard.
keeping
You
this
gotta-
beard.
you gotta
Yeah,
keep
this
the
thing's.
beard, man.
I'm keeping the beard. I'm
Man
hanging on
said
to it.
2 months of
I can't go
growth.
beardless and hairless.
You
I
could
gotta.
legit, like, you could be on a beard advertising thing right now.
Facts, bro.
Like, they
those
need to
little
sign
beard
you.
advertisement, even though you probably didn't, if you did or didn't, but even if you didn't, bro, you can literally be like, yeah, you know,
Yeah, so
I use this product
stuff.
here. This works amazing.
You know what's crazy? I don't use anything except this last week. I did start using moisturizer, but before that, it was just nothing.
And that grew this, damn. People be doing all types of
Genetics like a
stuff.
motherfucker, man. Hey, I use beard oil, and like I said, man, I last time I clean shaved my beard was in 2020, December 31st. I clean shaved my face, and my
There you go.
My barber JJ gets me right every couple weeks.
yeah, shout out
I
to
get
JJ.
them. I get them sides cut because that stuff not forming well.
But hey, watch out for the charity stream. I'll be posting about it on social media as well as just future podcasts. I'll be promoting it, and just twitch.tv/Reese Shalvis. And if you guys want to follow me on social media, it's just Instagram Reese Shalvis. And yeah, if you guys want to plug your stuff, plug anything.
You could find me Royal T if you want to look at socials like my IG. It's just Royal_T Lane 7. Through my bio, you can find all my music. You can find all the content. You can even come here for the studio and I can record you if you're a local artist here in Salt Lake. So I'm just here to connect. I'm here to tap in, and yeah, y'all definitely will see me soon.
Most definitely. And it's your man Chocolate Wafer. Same thing. You can find me on all platforms. Everything at just Chocolate Wafer. TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. Everything is just Chocolate Wafer. Want to give myself this little quick. Normally I don't be promoing my music, but everybody's been getting on my behind about promoing my music. But by the time you guys see this, October 13th, Friday the 13th, we have a show. And on top of that show, I will be dropping my album. My first ever album, 19 songs deep, on all platforms.
You know what's crazy?
October 13th.
This is dropping on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so yeah, like I said, you guys see this, it'll be out. You
It's
guys
out,
stream
guys.
it.
Go check it
Yeah,
out. What
it's
the fuck
out.
are you
Yeah,
waiting
yeah,
for? Go
it's
check
out.
out.
Go check
y'all
it out.
probably yeah.
Go check it out. But yeah, hey, go crazy. Remember, when life hands you lemons, don't go make strawberry juice. Don't go make pineapple juice. Don't make mango purees. Go make some lemonade, man. Squeeze that lemon juice out, and make some lemonade.
Nice
Or
lemon
be like me
slices.
and Reese,
Like
and
that shit.
Little bit of
spice it
salt,
up, put a little
maybe.
salt on it. You know what I'm saying? Just when life hands you lemons,
You just gotta make something out of it.
exactly
For
make
real.
something out of it.
Something that you enjoy at least.
Exactly.
Like, do yourself the favor.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, why not drop a like, subscribe, and just tune into the next episode. And wherever it is that you guys are listening, whether it's the morning, daytime, nighttime, you guys have a good one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.